Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Natalia and I'm a money healer and money activator, and on this channel I'm going to help spiritual entrepreneurs, coaches, business owners who would love to have consistent high cash months, who would love to tap really into their wealth identity, wealth embodiment, and have more money than ever in their bank account, receive more money than ever continuously while feeling safe, complete, abundant, worthy, supported from within. So if this is something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe, and welcome for the first time, or welcome back. Before we start, I just want to say, if you see like my eyes are kind of like really like sleepy and tired, it's because of this ring light, and also I'm filming this in front of the window, so I don't know, but just too much light today, it's having this kind of effect on my eyes. And also it's very hot here, it's like very hot, it's like 40 degrees, and I don't have air conditioner in my room, and also my hair is kind of like wet, right? So I didn't want to put any air conditioner because my hair is still kind of like wet. So just kind of like I wanted to make this kind of like excuses like for my look. Okay, so today we are going to talk about how to have high cash, consistent high cash months, which means consistent 20,000, consistent 30,000, consistent 40,000, like whatever it is, right? Whatever your goal is. How to have consistency, okay, in your high cash months, because a lot of my clients, and I know a lot of you guys, like you have hit $20,000, $30,000 like once in your business, very accidentally or randomly, and then no matter what you did, right, no matter what you do, you can't go back to that number that you did once or twice, right? Or your income just goes, fluctuates, it goes up and down. And we are going to talk about how to balance that, right? How to have consistent high cash months, how to have consistent $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 every single month. So yeah, this is something we are going to talk about today. Okay, so we all have our default frequency with money, okay? And today I'm going to use just one of the examples. So let's say that your default frequency is making $10,000, $50,000 every single month, right? This is like your default frequency. And you have above, $10,000, $50,000, like it's 20, 30, right? And you have below, like it's 5 or, 0 or debt or minus, right? No debt, but, like my not even minus, like 0, let's say. Let's say like 0. Because I'm talking about what you can receive in a month, right? And you can't receive like minus, right? So we're talking about what you can receive. So we all have our default frequency, and a lot of people, they don't talk about this default frequency. And the thing is that you can do like whatever the fuck in your strategy, in your systems, right, to get out of this default frequency. And sometimes it's going to work, sometimes it won't, right? It depends, but in a lot of the times it's just kind of like not working. And even if it does, you're going to go right below, but then you're going to again slip back into your default frequency. So what is that default frequency? Is your current beliefs around money. Okay, your current identity, your current feelings, your current beliefs about money that you're maybe not even aware of, that you're merging with them. Okay, a lot of people are not aware that they're merging with them because they're not aware, right? And when you are not aware of something that you're doing, you can't change this. So it's very important to become aware of what you're doing and look at this like from this bigger perspective. Look at this from this like a bigger perspective, right? Like from the state of consciousness, how I can say, like from the state of consciousness of the observer, okay? The observer, like what are you doing? So let's say you make $10,000, $50,000 every single month, and you allow yourself to go like above only when you need it. Okay, like you need because there was an unexpected bill that you needed to pay, or you needed to pay for the investment, or like whatever it was, and then you allow yourself to go right above because you need it. And also another thing, like your default frequency, your $10,000-$50,000, right, as your default frequency, is something like it's a bare minimum, right? Like a bare minimum to cover your expenses, to cover your bills, to cover everything, right? And this is something that you're allowing yourself, because your default frequency is I can only have just enough, or there is not enough money, right? There is not enough money, I can afford things, I can go there, I can spend on the things I want, I can buy the things I want, I can invest on the things I want. I constantly just focus that I have just enough to survive, right? Like this kind of relationship with money based on survival. You allow yourself just enough to survive, because your default frequency is I don't have enough, right, for everything that I want. I just have enough to survive. And even that, it's sometimes like questionable, right? And then you really contract yourself, and your energy is contract. And then you're not allowing yourself, right, to have more. So your default frequency with money, it can be like the bare minimum. You're allowing 5, you're allowing 10, you're allowing 15, because that's the bare minimum, okay? This is something that covers all you need, okay? You need to survive. And you're not allowing yourself to receive more. And then there can be like some limiting beliefs, right? That you can't receive money if you don't need it, and then you allow yourself to receive only what you need, which means, you know, like groceries, rent expenses, you know, living lifestyle expenses, right? Like only you allow yourself to have the money only for the things that you need, because you have this limiting belief, limiting idea that you can't have overflow, you can't have abundance, because, you know, like you can't receive money if you don't need it. You know, like if I don't need this money, I'm not going to allow myself to receive it. And when there comes unexpected bill and you need actually $20,000, then you're going to allow yourself to have $20,000. Or you need $30,000, you're going to allow yourself to $30,000. You're going to get behind this number energetically, and then you're going to allow yourself, right, to receive $30,000 because you need it, okay? And then after you paid off that bill, you're again going to go back to your default frequency, again, just what you need. And this is this pattern, right, that you can see that it's happening. Allowing only what you need, okay? Allowing only the money that you need, allowing only like the bare minimum, allowing only to cover your expenses, okay? So it's all about like really shifting your default frequency with money, shifting your identity, because now you're perceiving yourself as a person, you're living in this reality where you believe that there is not enough money, okay? Where you believe that you just can't have enough, where you believe that you can't afford the things, right? Because money is not just what you receive, money is also what you spend. So really look at your relationship with receiving and with spending, okay? When it comes to spending, what are your default thoughts and default beliefs when you want to go somewhere, when you want to buy something, when you want to invest, when you want to spend, when you want to release money? Like, what is your frequency? And a lot of the times you're going to notice like you're contracting yourself. Oh, I can't afford that, I don't have for that, right? And all of that is something that you've been merging with, and all of that past experience that has been happening, you know, for the last couple of years in your life, maybe your whole life. It's something that has created this identity because you have merged with that. You have merged with that thoughts. And what I always say, like, it's very important to realize that you are the one who's choosing that thoughts. You are the one who's choosing that it's going to be that way. You are the one who is not allowing more money in, more than what you need. And then when you realize that this is something that you are doing, that you're not allowing it, but non-consciously, then you can change that, and then you can shift that. And now when you're aware of that, right, you change your identity, you change your frequency, you then go from that default frequency of having just enough, and having just enough can look like different for each one of us, right? So for some of you, it's going to be $5,000. For other of you, it's going to be $10,000. For some of you, it's going to be $2,000. So For some of you, it's going to be $1,000. Like having just enough, it's going to look like different for each one of us. And it really doesn't matter what number it is. Here I'm just using the example because you're only going to allow yourself to have just enough, right? And now we need to shift that frequency. We need to shift your beliefs. We need to shift your expectations. We need to raise your energetic minimum above, right? Which means allowing yourself to have more than what you need, right? Allowing overflow, allowing abundance in, expecting more, seeing yourself and perceiving yourself just as a person who makes $30,000, right? What if I can just be the person who makes $30,000? What if I just make this amount of money and that's it, right? What if I'm just that type of person? And really asking yourself those type of questions and really tapping into that frequency, into overflow. So you feel like expansion in your body. So you're not contract anymore, but you feel this expansion, you feel this openness, you feel like this possibility, right? Energetically, you feel like more things are available to you. You can afford more, right? You can buy more, you can invest more, which all means expanding your capacities for releasing money, expanding your capacities for receiving money. And then this is how you go above, right? Because the person who makes $5,000, it's like this, right? The person who makes 2 and 0, they're really like the person who makes $0 per month, or the person who makes, $2,000, $5,000, they are really not allowing so much in their life. They're not allowing a lot of money in, but they're also not allowing themselves, right, to feel like they can afford something, like they can do somewhere. Their first thought is going to be, oh, I can't afford that. Oh, I can't go there, right? So they're really contracting. They're very limited. The more money you make, you're expanding yourself more and more, like 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 100, right? 500, a million, right? And then you're just expanding yourself more and more and more, and you feel like you can afford more and more things, right? And you feel like you can receive more and more and more. So it's all about this energetic expansion, okay, that you need to tap into. It's all about this constant energetic expansion, like the universe is constantly expanding. This is how you are constantly expanding and constantly opening yourself for more and more and more, constantly receiving more and more and more, but also constantly releasing more and more and more, expanding more and more and more, feeling like you can afford more and more things, more and more experiences, right? Like you can buy and invest and spend and release money, right? Circulate money. So I hope this made sense. Let me know down in the comments below. And also, if you would love to do this work with me, I would love to invite you, to work with me in my high level one-on-one, which is 3 or 6 months, where we are going to change literally all of that, right? On deep DNA level, like forever. It's very powerful, this program, because you're not just going to hit your $30,000, $40,000, right? You are going to sustain it and grow beyond, right? From this very beautiful frequency of expansion and safe and abundance, right? Where you're actually going to normalize those $30,000, right? So currently you have normalized receiving $10,000 or $50,000 in your experience. This is something you expect. This is something you have merged with. This is something that you find, like normal, and we need to normalize $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, right? So you can be very easily on a track for $500,000, right? On the next year, or $300,000, right? $400,000, like whatever your goal is, whatever your desire is. So we really work on that energetically. We work on energetics. So if you would love to do this work one-on-one with me, I'm going to leave application below, right in the description. The process is you fill the application, and I check the application and I see if we are the right fit. And then if we are, you're going to get one 3-day Telegram with me, where we are going to really chat, and you're going to get, like free coaching from me. We are going to see if we are vibing together. And then you're going to jump into my 3 or 6 months container, like whatever you decide. Because I really loved, especially people who work one-on-one with me, I love to make sure that I also enjoy working with you, right? And that you also enjoy working with me, and that we are vibing together, and that I know that I can help you get the results. So this is a reason why there are a couple of different processes. And also, if you would love to do this on your own, if you would love to hit $30,000 right in the next 30 days, I have currently a course for 444 euros. It's like not a course, it's like pre-recorded voice messages on Telegram. I'm currently working on a course, so this program is just going to be available for couple of more weeks until I create this course, right? So if you would love to buy it, let me know. I'm also going to leave comments below. And also, if you're watching this video, you know, a couple of more months later or years, this program is not going to be available, but the course is going to be available. So also check all the different ways below how you can work with me, and see you in the next video.